Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad that you're here because tonight, just like we all predicted, that we were going to shut out the Colorado Avalanche 3-0. Okay, wait a minute. Nobody thought this was going to happen. Absolutely nobody thought this was going to happen. But here we are. I didn't think we were going to win the game tonight. I didn't think no Hughes. I'm like, yeah, we're losing this one. Guys, this is why you play the game. This is why you play the game. This is why. This is a league of parity. You never know who's going to win tonight. My friend Billy, who's a diehard Colorado fan, messaged me and says, he said, best of luck tonight. May the better team win. Cross my fingers for no fluke. Let it be a clean game. And I said, you have the better team. No Hughes tonight. And then all of a sudden, it was like, what the heck just happened? What the heck just happened? Because they ended up blanking the powerhouse Colorado Avalanche. Are you kidding me right now? This is really great. I thought Colorado looked really good tonight, but somehow we weathered the storms. We were able to make a game of it. We capitalized on chances that we needed. There's a lot to talk about tonight, but I do want to talk about a number of people. I'm just gonna make sure I have the right Petterssons here that I want to talk about. I want to talk about MP3, sorry, not EP, MP3, which is Marcus Pettersson. I want to talk about the all the guys who came out to play tonight. This was a fantastic game. So as we dive in, everyone, just a reminder that I do Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest. If you like that kind of content, hit the like and subscribe. Also follow me on my socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube. Follow me on Kempner Canucks. And if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe, everyone. Hit the like and subscribe. So here's the big question for tonight. What Canucks player or line most impressed you tonight versus the Avalanche? Okay? Post in the comments right now what Canucks player or line impressed you the most tonight. I think there's multiple answers to this question. And so I'm going to talk to you about a couple that I think that really, really impressed me. Okay? So guys, girls, make sure you answer this question tonight. Well, let's just be honest. I thought Jake DeBrusk was awesome. He was awesome tonight. It's nice to see sometimes, like, he's a bit of a streaky player. Tonight, he showed up, 2 points, goal, and assist. And I don't think, did he have anything else as well? I think he did. Let me just bring it up. Canucks.com. And we're going to go to, excuse me, make sure that I'm not messing this up. It is DeBrusk with the first goal, and then it was DeBrusk with the beautiful assist to Brock, and then no, he didn't get one on the empty netter. Didn't get one on the empty netter. Okay. I think this is great because we needed Jake to step up. That line looked good, I thought, for the most part. But let's be honest. Demko stole the show, baby. Man, he looked fantastic tonight. That was a 8-9 minutes left in the second period, and they put the pressure on. He had 2 monster saves. EP25 had a big save, block shot. I should say. It was an impressive display of holding on, and that's where Demko stole the show, made sure that people that they were not only kept in the game, but that kind of changed the tides of the game. It was like you're not scoring tonight. It's like Thatcher's like, I'm just going to be like old Thatcher Demko, and I'm showing up and I'm showing out. And I was so impressed by Thatcher. And if he can continue to play like this, we got Lankinen and Demko. I'm telling you, we'll make noise. I just haven't seen it enough consistently from Demko yet to say, hey, he's fully back. But tonight might have been a statement game. Might have been a I'm back moment. You know what I'm saying? Because he was fantastic tonight. 25 saves for the shutout. Wow. I just loved watching him tonight. And then Brock Boeser. Excuse me. I haven't been coughing all night until I start talking all excited. Brock Boeser finally scores. Man, how many shots did he have tonight? Let's just bring that up, because this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Okay, let's go to box score. Let's go to the Canucks here. It felt like he had 10 shots. He only had 4. Maybe he had 10 shot attempts. But finally gets on the board. And what's amazing about this is this. He passes Pavel Bure on the power play goals. Power play goals. PPG. Okay. Passes Pavel Bure. Okay. All-time Canucks list. And then I don't know what number it was. But then you have, did you look at the list? Sedin has almost double what Brock Boeser has. That's insane how good those twins were. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then let's also talk about EP25. DPD was unbelievable tonight in so many ways. People are falling in love with this player, and rightfully so. His physicality, his blocking shots, being in the right places, being hard to play against. So young, right? Super young guy. Absolutely stellar tonight. What a performance by DPD. And I know you can't say that because you have 2 defensemen at DPD, but he had it first. So I'm going to call him DPD. He's 20 years old, everyone. 20. And he's playing he can't. Everyone's saying, don't bring him back down to the AHL. Keep him up. He's been so impressive. So impressive this evening. Wow. If we can keep that going. And I understand that the goal here is let's hang on. Let's see what we can do this year. Okay. Oh, by the way, the title's wrong. I put down. Oh, I can't change it now. I thought it was a home. It was an away game for some reason. But anyways, whatever. But EP25 was so solid, and you're sitting there going, you've got EP4 here, or EP25. Sorry, my bad. So you got DPD. You have now Marcus Pettersson that's here. Hronek when Hughes gets back. You got Myers. You got all these guys, but you're going to get Willander probably back right at the end of the season. Not back, but to debut. And that is the core. That is the core that's going to go forward. We're talking about Hughes, Hronek, Marcus Pettersson, Myers, and then if you go DPD and EP25 and maybe Willander, that's an amazing 6. That's potentially an amazing 6. Now, probably Vilander next year is going to get AHL work, so it might not be the dream that we're all hoping for. But man, alive, that is starting to shape up a lot better. So let's talk about the addition of Marcus Pettersson. So weird because you had Frank Saravelli talk about how they overpaid for Marcus Pettersson, that he's a number 5 defenseman on any team. He's not good is basically what he said. Number 5 out of 6. Like, that's what he's saying. And then Cupper 17 from the NHL Network, that's his X handle, said that Marcus Pettersson is in the top 5 for best defensive defenseman in the league. So which is it? Like, that's polarizing, bold statements by both of them. Frank Saravelli thinks he's terrible, basically. And then Cupper says he's top 5 defensive defenseman in the league. I mean, you can't get more polar opposite than that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what these guys think. What matters is what he does on the ice. And tonight, I thought he was solid again. He was a solid NHL defensive defenseman, and that's what we needed, and that was good. Speaking of these guys, we've talked about everybody so far. No, we've only talked about one of these guys. So Chytil, again, people are falling in love with this guy. Love his speed. Love that he carries the puck across the blue line. I know Callum and I were talking about that tonight. Creating opportunities and shots, and it just amazing. Absolutely amazing evening. Again, watching him just kind of work his skill set on the ice. And he's fun to watch. I think fans, if he keeps healthy, fans are just gonna enjoy watching him play. And he's way better than I thought he was gonna be. And then you have Drew O'Connor, who ends up scoring the empty net goal. I just think it's fantastic to see. Fantastic to see, everyone. So, I don't know. Game 2, success, I would say. 3-0 win. These 3 players all made a difference in the game. All looked dangerous. That was encouraging. Now, let's be honest, because I do passionate, realistic, and honest content. I felt like PD was a ghost tonight. He didn't do much. He was on the top line. I felt Besser and DeBrusk were both better than him, and clearly better than him. I know that he was a little bit of the glue and did some things well, but I just think we need to see more out of him. And he keeps getting these passes because everyone else steps up. So I don't know. People are like, I don't know what else you want Pettersson to do. Is like he's stopping people defensively, which is great. I'm glad he's a two-way center. I really am. Trust me when I say that. I really am. But he's not really two-way. He's a one-way. He's a defensive centerman at the moment. He's okay. Offensively, like I was talking about his whole game. Offensively, he hasn't been producing. So it's frustrating. It's just frustrating watching him. He makes a lot of money. He doesn't make $11.6 million to block shots only. Now, it's a bonus, and I'm very thankful for that. But he didn't play great. The good news is we still won. So you get another pass, PD, but we need you to show up one of these days. We need you to score 3 or 4 points in a night. We need you to pot a big goal sooner than later, okay? Thankfully, we didn't need you to do that. The other thing is this. Colorado actually did come to play tonight, and they had hit the post 3 times. Like, easily we could have lost that game. But we didn't. We held on. We did enough that made it work. That was awesome. The other thing that was weird about tonight, though, was we just need help on the power play. Let's be completely real about that. Like, let's see here, guys. We had 6 power plays. 6. We scored on one of them, right? 6 power plays, and one was a 5-on-3. A 5-on-3, and And you're kidding me. We didn't even get a shot, I believe. I don't think we registered a shot on the 5-on-3. I don't know about you. Like, it wasted the time. That's cool. But what? 0 shots on a 5-on-3? It's just got to be better. Again, all that matters is that we won, right? We won 3-0. We shut out. Everyone's happy. Everyone's excited. Everyone's pumped. I did not think we were winning tonight, so that was really exciting. Let me just hit the promo. I'm going to dive into your comments. I'm so glad that you're here. I love Canucks conversations, okay? I love hearing from you. I love having conversations about the game. Let's talk. It's not therapy tonight. It's celebration. It's celebration. And so let's hit the promo, and then we'll get into your comments. All right, let's dive into some of these comments. I love Callum's stuff here. He says, loving Chytil showing the team how to make zone entries and surprising 75% in the face-off dot. That's amazing. Yeah, without even meeting Manny Malhotra. Outstanding. Go Canucks, go. I know a lot of people want to talk about Soucy getting traded. People are asking me, where do you think he's going? I have no idea. But I don't mind the idea of moving him. $3 million defenseman. Feels like dead weight this year. I'm okay with moving him. I have no idea where he's going to go. I don't know what will the retained salary. I'm not really sure. Everyone. Okay, so it is what it is. But I asked the question tonight: can we win this game tonight? And Dell came in clutch. Said yes, we can. Trev, yes, we can. And then Matt says, Calgary's given us all the chances in the world here today. Today is the day to tie up the wild card race. And Rod is here. Go Canucks, go. Absolutely, man. DeBrusque was awesome. Rhodes is here. EP 11.6 sucks. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But Demko was playing awesome. Besser finally scores. We talked about that. Yeah, so this pretty amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot. Callum also said that we're gonna have about $18 million in cap space. I had to look that up actually, Callum. Let me just see. What does it say right now? We have 7. It says it here on Puckpedia that we have the current cap space we have is $7 million. And the deadline cap space is $12.25 million. That's when's the last time we had that much cap space? That's pretty amazing. You know what I mean? Maybe I should bring that up just so that it doesn't matter. You guys can look at it there. But yeah, let's bring it up. It's more fun. It's more fun for us to see it. Okay, it's more fun for us to see it. Let me just bring it up here. Boom, 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 boom. See? So I wasn't lying. So I did look it up for you. 7 million projected cap space. What does that mean? Okay. Amount of cap space projected to be available at the end of the year. Okay. Assuming the team does not make any roster moves, this is the 12 million. Between now and the trade deadline, this is the annual cap hit that the team can fit on the trade deadline day if the team adds cap hit between now and then the deadline. The space at the deadline will decrease. Okay. And then here's the amount of cap hit that can be added to the roster without exceeding the upper limit salary cap maximum based on the current roster. For teams using LTIR, current cap space is the amount. Okay. There we go. So that's where we're at, everyone. That's where we're at. Interesting stuff, isn't it? Let's scroll down here. To those saying EP40 needs better line mates, well, both his line mates got 2 points today while he was left off the scoreboard, and he just glides down the ice now following the play. Yeah, I think Yeah, there's a lot of criticism at Japan for. You're right. Good game, but PD still needs to produce points. Absolutely. Empty netter by O'Connor. Personally says, first as a Canuck. Way to go, Drew. Absolutely. Blown away. I had predicted Colorado. I think it was 5-2 you predicted. This is such a huge and awesome win. I agree. PD didn't produce a lot. That's you'll hear it if you go online too that people are frustrated. But everyone else stepping up though. Great game today overall by the team. He's not delusional. Personalized. Okay, let's keep going here. Good job tonight, Canucks. Absolutely. And then Curtis is here in the building. Woohoo! Let's go, Canucks. Coach Rob Willie, welcome. Jaden is here. Good to see you, man. What a game. Good evening, Marcus. Hope you're doing well. Been nice chatting with you. Popeye says my favorite is the original stick logo by a long shot for the jerseys. Really, that's an okay one. I think that it's my least favorite is the flying V. My favorite is the black skate for sure. Ryan is pumped about Demko getting the shutout. And Jaden, you're right. Big win tonight. Absolutely. Matt's still talking about Pettersson. He was 50% in the circle, not stellar. Yeah. Let's go, Kempner Canucks. Thank you so much. Demko finally got his first shutout. That's right. That's absolutely right. Yeah, it was a big win. JT who, Jimmy says. JT who. Yeah, absolutely. And Hanga says JT Miller, who's tearing it up in New York. Absolutely. Shannon's here. She's like, what a huge win. Absolutely. Steve Preston's in the building. DPD is a stud. 20 years old, Steve. Like, this is crazy. Keep him for the rest of the year. Defense next year. Yeah, absolutely. He is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, great that he got the first shutout. I wore my JT Miller jersey tonight too. By the way, the one that I bought, it was supposed to be here for tomorrow. Now it's saying it's the 6th. So it's going to be on Thursday. Everything with the snow must got pushed back a day. So I'm looking forward to getting that. Can't wait to get my black skate JT Miller jersey in the mail. Man, $99. You can't get them now. I told you when you came onto my channel and I told you, I said, go get this now. I wasn't kidding because those are all sold out. Those are all sold out. DPD is sick, and Marcus Pettersson looked great too. Jaden says, I agree. Without Hughes tonight, I think that's what we don't understand right now is that no Hughes and we won 3-0. That is literally impressive, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Demko did play fantastic. What great saves in the second. Yeah, the only reason why we won was because everyone except EP40 showed up. Thanks for nothing, Petey. And the Canucks are standing up for each other. EP25, Susie, DeBrusque all getting in a skirmish. Was it Forberg that got in a fight tonight? Yeah, there was all kinds going on. Jaden says he was a little concerned that we couldn't connect on that 5-on-3 power play, though. But hopefully it will gets better over time. Absolutely, I hope so too. But really, it was good till they wasted the 2 minutes, right? That's really what happened. The posts and Demko saved the game too. That's true. It's true. Let's be honest. What a win. The new guys are playing great. You're right. Hronik times DeBrusque times Besser. Ooh. There you go. EP25 reminds me of Edler. Yeah, that's actually a good point. I haven't thought of that. Yeah, I mean, that might be a good comparison. I mean, maybe just because they're both Swedes as well. But Edler played a lot of games for us, everyone. So, okay. DPD is a stud. Defense next year: Hughes, Hronek, Myers, Marcus Pettersson, which is MP3. I love that. DPD, and if Susie is traded, Wielander comes your 7th. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's 5. And nobody likes Juleson. I like Juleson. But yeah, Wielander's better. All seemed good tonight. Absolutely. MP3 likes the long coat. This is stylish. His is stylish at least. The long coat. Did he walk in with a long coat? Elias Pettersson is 25. Absolutely. Yeah. Demko is back, Roberto says. A lot of people are saying that. Demko and MP3. Good to see it. Goaltending impressed me the most. Okay, that sounds good. We won a game. We had no business winning. I agree, Calvin. Big congrats on the Canucks. But for my, I'd say the top line player really played well. PD could have gotten a goal, but it is what it is. So you're saying the whole line was good. Okay. Yes, personalized. I would give it to Demko tonight with the shutout. Good point. DPD looks like he's not lost at all. Smooth. Love the players we got. Yeah, they're looking better and better, right? I listened to the game, so I can only talk about mentions. Yeah, I understand. Looks just as good as him. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is it Kadrysov? Guys, I forget how you say that name. We are going to have an amazing D-core very soon. Yep. Carol, good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Don't worry, David. Homer personalized. Why is he Homer? Oh, because he likes EP. I understand that the fan base is divided, guys. Like at the end of the day, it's divided. And I don't think Pettersson played great tonight. I think he was pretty much invisible out there. I was expecting a little bit more, but it doesn't matter. We won 3-0. Who cares, right? Cheryl. I mean, no. Chytil. He is fast and a play creator like Garland. Chris, you're right. So important to have these kind of guys. Yes, absolutely. DeBrusk and Besser carried the PD line. I agree with that. Yeah, I'm so pumped that Calgary lost too. By the way, so I've just changed jobs. I just finished day 2. Okay. It's a lot to learn in my new job. I'm working with people. It's awesome. I'm loving it that way. But what's not hard. Sorry. What's interesting is my coworker that I work the most that we like, he told me today he's a diehard Calgary Flames fan. I'm like, oh, great. Here we go. Right. But it's going to be awesome to be able to talk hockey with him and just to have a good little, friendly rivalry there. I told him about the channel, so hopefully he's seeing it tonight or something. And I told him just to warn you, I'm the self-proclaimed, okay, number 1 hater of the Calgary Flames. Just saying. So I'm not backing down. But he said something today in the conversation that honestly is just true. It's true. But it bothers me that Flames fans don't really care about Vancouver and that we're kind of irrelevant. It's just a fact. Like we had this rivalry, okay, against the Flames. They only care about the Oilers, so it's what kind of weird. And it's like, but then the Canucks playing the Oilers in the playoffs, starting a new rivalry. So that's good. I hope we make the playoffs. I don't think we are, but I hope we make the playoffs and we play the Oilers again. That'd be fun. It'd be fun. But Oilers fans, they're weird, okay? I respect their team, okay? I respect McDavid and Draisaitl, but what I don't like is how Oilers fans think that they're kings and we're peasants. They haven't won a cup since early 90s, like literally early 90s. They haven't done it. Like, they didn't win last year. They act like they won. They didn't. You lost the cup. And we know what it's like to lose in Game 7. It sucks. Trust me. But in saying that, I like that we're kind of trying to be relevant again, and that's good. Nighthawk 1870 says the best game of the season at home tonight. Yeah, that was an impressive one. Matt, this is a good question. I'm not sure why it's called the PD line, right? It's called the Besser line. That's what we should do. Just the ultimate disrespect, right? The ultimate disrespect. Let's do the Besser line, because DPD looked so good tonight, so great tonight. What will the D pairing look like once Hughes is back? Also, Demko stood on his head. Yeah. Good questions, Philip. Good questions. I don't know. I think Rick Tocchet will figure it out. Original Demko, square to the shot with little to no rebounds and highway robbery on the glove save. So, yeah, original. Yeah, he was so good, man. Steve, you're right. He looked like his old self. If we can get that, it'd be great. So, is Japan 4 really a big meanie? I want to know. I do think it's interesting. Personalized, you're upset. I understand that. Why are we always talking about how you're always upset with people or getting people upset? That's what I want to know. Okay, here's the thing. You just call the guy in our chat delusional, and now you're mad that people are pushing back. It's going both ways, man. You got to be kinder too. You called someone delusional in the chat. Please be kinder. I would really appreciate that. Carol, that you thought that Demko was really God awesome or good awesome? I don't know. God awesome. I mean, he's not close to God, but yeah, I know what you're saying. He was really good. Billy, this is who I was talking about. Billy, welcome. Thanks on the GG. This game totally is how the season has been for the Avs. It's just up and down, eh? So, Chris, it's CHYTIL. Chytil. Doesn't make any sense there. So there you go. You got it. Blazer fans in the building. He's pumped about DPD. Remember when I said give DPD? Yes, you've been saying this from day one. Okay. So Mike says Hughes, Hronek, Marcus Pettersson, Vilander, Elias, Pettersson, and Myers by April 11th when the NCAA is over. That'd be really cool to see. Really cool. Stewart is in the building. He's pumped about DeBrusk tonight. Hans, good to see you. Besser was embarrassing. Should have had 2 to 3 goals with all the good setups that he received. You're right. He was, I think he was really frustrated. He had so many opportunities. I thought he had more than 4 shots. I thought he had at least 10. But yeah, Brock was turned out to be the Rock. He got the second goal, kind of put it away for us. So that was good. Brock is the best on right wing. I think it was the best right winger tonight for us, for sure. I even noticed Dakota Joshua played pretty good tonight. Elias Pettersson dominated tonight. Which one? This one right here. 25. I'm buying an EP 25 jersey. You should, man. You should. That is so cool. I've heard a number of my friends saying they want to get one. They kept the Twins their entire careers, so they have an edge. But yeah, it's impressive. Was 60 minutes of hockey for the Canucks. Actually, that's a good point. I didn't mention that tonight. You're totally right. Yeah, okay, you guys are still arguing. All right. Miller was so self-centered, it seemed the entire team was centered on him, Steve says. Much more balanced team with no drama. Really? I didn't feel that way, but you're definitely entitled to your opinion, and I'm glad you shared that. You are going to buy one. Okay, when you get, take a picture, send it to me when you get it, okay? I want to see it on you. Rod thought that Elias was great, and Elias was not. I think management did a great job for the Miller trade. The Canucks are bigger, faster, and the D is much better. Also, they got younger, and they saved money on the cap. So those things were positive for sure. Steve says that Besser needs a new stick. All right. As well, Chytil can be a steal of a trade. Looks like the younger version of Miller. Okay, guys. Everyone just... it's frustrating. Bigger, faster, younger, cheaper. Exactly. Okay, so not 1, not 2, but 3 eggs. EP25 must stay in the lineup. I agree. EP40, DPD, and MP3 make it official. I like it. I like it. EP40 is the worst PD. He was tonight, I thought. They're calling him young PD in the locker room. That's cool. Gifted 1 Kempner Canucks membership. Thank you so much, Adam Lee, for doing that. That's very kind of you. Blessing someone with a membership. That's awesome. That's awesome. And once you get your membership, you can post the emojis in the chat as well on YouTube. So this might be my favorite game I've watched this season, or at least top 4. It was so fun to watch. Go Canucks, go. Plan the parade. I love it. Overreaction theater. Stuart, it's just announcing the Stanley Cup winner. It's going to be the Canucks. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. W, Adam. Frank Saravelli doesn't know hockey. I disagree, Tyler. I think he does know hockey, but I just think that we don't like it when he doesn't talk positive of our players, but I like that he's bold enough to say bold statements of things that he believes. Adam, hype. Absolutely. Let's give him some hype, everyone. Shout out to Adam Lee. Let's go. EP40, DP. Yeah, we already talked about that. Callum says we don't need EP40. Yeah, we don't need them. That's what we think. I mean, I think we need a centerman, right? So, well, when you play on a crap team like Penguins, anything would make you look bad. Agree. Best game of the year. Chytil may be the best player after Hughes. Ooh. That's a good one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really want to crown him the best player on the team after 2 games, everyone. Like, come on. But I like that you're excited. We won a game we should have lost. Yeah, we should have lost that game. Honestly, Colorado was dangerous. I'm still in shock. We won that game. PPD, DPD, MPD. I don't really like that one too much, but it's okay. Marky PD was good enough. Yeah, a lot of people want to say Marky instead of Marcus. So, I like O'Connor. Yeah, that's cool. Japan 4, DPD is the new Sidorov. I wish he was like bigger but I love his hitting. You know what? People are going to be mad at me when I say this, but he's a better version of Juleson. Like, imagine, people are going to be so mad that I say this, but imagine EP25 on the left and Juleson on the right, and just how many times they're going to hit people. I mean, they're going to punish people, but I think he's better than Juleson. Okay, so no one just like freak out right now. So 5 points from EP40. Like, when? Chytil looks amazing, Martin says. Everyone showed up except for you-know-who. Chytil's tinted visor is sick, Tyler says. By the way, DeBrusque, his visor is like way higher. Why? I don't get it. Marcus Pettersson is 97th percentile offensively. I don't understand this. And 87% on the PK. 5-on-5, he's not the best, but he's also been with Karlsson, who's really bad defensively. What is this 97 percentile offensively? He hardly has any points. So I don't get it. Mike, you need to explain it to me. I love all Canucks equally. That's fine. And that's probably a good way to look at it. Feel great game. I don't know what you're saying there, Steve, but I think it was a great game. Yeah. Okay. I ain't talking about Hughes. Yeah, okay. We should have lost this game in the first period. Colorado had 3 posts. I'm surprised we won tonight. I'm surprised too. Petey was on the ice for the goals and won faceoffs that led to those goals. Yeah, he was on the power play when we scored. He was standing on the other side. So I don't really value plus minus, I guess, personalized. Like, I don't. It's like because you were standing on the ice, but I get it. You made a pass, but you weren't the primary or the secondary one. So you had a part to play. I think that's what you're trying to say, right? I think if you're talking to me, a lot of people said that I hate PD, but I've clarified very clearly that I think an $11.6 million player needs to produce better. That's the end of story. So people say I hate him, but I've not been impressed with his play. How's that for the last 12 months? Say it again. Canucks better post Miller plus projected 12 million cap. Yeah, by the trade deadline. That's pretty impressive. I don't know if they're better, but they might be. They might be better. That'd be great if they were. Guys, just let's go back to this for a second. We lost to Detroit, right? We lost to Detroit, and everyone's like, oh, and then they thought they were going to lose tonight, and now we're so much better now that we traded Miller. Like, after last game, we weren't saying that. But we win one game, and it was a convincing win against a very good team, so don't get me wrong. But I want to see what we look like before the trade deadline, before I'm making any statements like that. But you can make those statements for sure, Hans. Go for it. If we can move Pettersson, yeah, exactly. Isn't that wild that we're still talking about moving EP40 for what we got for JT? We should do it. What? I think we could get way more. It was essentially Miller for Mancini, Chytil, and Pettersson. Oh, and Marcus Pettersson. Yeah, but I mean, but what did it cost us too, right? He often falls down during the faceoffs, but hey, you love this team. That's good. If the Nucks can get that version of Demko and Lankinen stays hot too, they might just have a real shot, even if they only get 1 to 2 goals a game. I think they need to produce 3 goals a game at least. That's my personal opinion. But it's easy to produce like it's $11.6 million player. Unsainted, yes, power play needs to improve for sure. MP3 and DPD are the only Petterssons who actually showed up tonight. Better get better soon. EP40, that's hilarious, Callum. PD is like Happy Days season 5. He has jumped the Sharks, the Shark folks. I don't know what that means. I know what that show is, but I don't remember what that means. I saw him fall down twice at faceoffs, one for fighting for the possession, the other I'm assuming he lost his balance. Yeah, I find that it's a regular occurrence, but maybe not. Maybe you're right. Tonight he wasn't that bad. He was all right tonight. He wasn't great, but he was all right. I'll never like EP40. I don't care how good he does. Well, that's weird. Don't you think, Martin? Like, if he scores 100 points, you just still don't like him? I've always said, I'm going to criticize him when he isn't playing well, but I'm also going to give him credit when he plays great. I'm going to do that. Okay. Need need a guy like the Rangers, JT. Okay, Rod. So I posted that the other day. Everyone's saying we need a power forward. We need a power forward. We need a second line center. Well, we had that. We had a power forward who was a number one center, and we traded him away in JT Miller. But I understand there was rifts and all that kind of stuff. But isn't it funny? It's like all of a sudden we need that. Those guys don't grow on trees. And everyone's like, we need a power forward. Let's go get Greenaway. No, he's not good. He's not good compared to everyone's like, we need to keep Joshua. Well, Joshua, I know he's been battling cancer, so I want to give him a pass, but he hasn't been great either. It's hard to find power forwards. That's why I didn't want us to trade him. Canucks Uncensored, good to see you guys. No one doubts PD can make passes, but 4-minute power play, 5-on-3, and he doesn't even threaten with his shot. Don't want to see assists. This guy needs to score against top teams. And by the way, great win. Yes. Okay. Let's just bring that back up for a second, because that's a good point. Okay. That's a good point. I want to just show you guys tonight. So let's just look. I'll bring it up. Excuse me. So I was shocked to see that Brock only had 4 shots. But let's go to Pettersson, okay? 1 shot on net, everyone. 1 shot. 1 shot. I'm surprised. 18 shifts, 1 shot on net. He had a hit, though. He had no block shots this game. 50% faceoffs. I mean, I don't know how you can say he played good tonight, but he was a +1 because he was on the ice for 2 of the goals, right? Or 1 of the goals. That's it. So. No short-handed goals, though. Huge improvement. Yes, Steve, that's true. Besser iced the puck to our zone during the 5-on-3. Just saying. I know. That was bad. Have until July 1st to let PD get his mojo back. That's true. Papa, you're right. They did pull it off tonight. Oh, yeah. It's therapy for you, man. But for us, finally, it's celebration. We've been doing so many therapeutic live streams. It's been crazy. But people are there. Yeah, he did. Besser killed time on the 5-on-3 for sure. Matt, never forget JT left us for 10 games. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of bold, isn't it? I don't know. So just wait. You're criticizing him because he took a mental health break. We live in this society now that it's like, hey, mental health day or whatever, whatever we call it now. And it's like, mental health awareness. How are you doing? Are you okay, bro? Are you okay? Phone your friends, check in on everyone. Let's be convenient. Our jobs now have implemented mental health days. You can take them for for any reason. If you're just like, I'm not feeling it today, and you take that day, it's been hard. Okay. And so I think it's weird how now you can say this about him. Like, can't we just honor that he needed to calm down? And I heard, and I don't know if this is true, but it didn't get better when he came back, and that's when it was like, hey, we need to move him now for sure. You know what I mean? So it's too bad. I wish he was still here, but I get it. I get it. He was having a hard time, everyone. He was having a hard time. Martin says, I hope EP40 does so bad that the Vancouver Canucks have to buy out his contract in the future. No, that's terrible. That's terrible. Martin, that's the worst case scenario. What you want him to do, if he's that bad and you don't like him, which obviously you're saying doesn't matter how good he is, you won't like him. I just think that's just too much of. That's a hater. That's a hater right there. But Martin, think about this. If you don't like him, you do not want to buy out his contract. You want to trade him and get the most value for him. If that's what so you don't want him to play bad. You just want him to move on from him. That's the best case scenario. Or even better, we keep him, he produces, we win a cup. Okay? So let's just do that. What's he supposed to do? Offer some money back? I know. Fans feel robbed. Man, people wanted Louis Eriksson to give money back, but that's not how it works. Adam Lee, EP40 controlled the play. How about he score? Well, yeah, I wish he did. They would have scored on 5-on-3, but they tried to slap shot the puck, giving the goalie every opportunity to be ready for it. Then, yeah, one quick one, then a wrister. Yeah, it should be, or a one-timer would be good. Dan, how can the Canucks possibly in 18 games left to get into the playoffs? One game at a time, Dan. Let's do it. Yeah. So this is good. We won a game we should have lost, but Steve's right. The shutout. Demko stood on his head tonight. That's why we won. They take 6 seconds to race their stick and follow through on a slap shot that doesn't even hit the net. I know. It's frustrating. I said we would have won. We got Blackwood's number. You did say that. Adam Lee does not like EP40, but guess what? Unstainted 16 says Demko. Yep, Demko. He was awesome. Yeah, there's lots of disagreement about Pettersson in here. Never listen to Frank Cervelli when it comes to his takes on players. You know what? I like him a lot. I actually listen to a ton of his stuff. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta listen to some people that you don't agree with just to see a different side of the perspective. You know. Susie blocked a shot, threw 3 hits, and had 1 giveaway. That said, this regular season has not been the greatest for him. That's right. 11.6 million for a 60-point season. That's insane. It is insane, but he's still got time to turn it around. Okay, Adam Lee, I get it. You don't like EP40. It's okay. Andrew, I hope you're doing well too. I am doing well. I am doing really well. Good to have you here. Hey, Trev, what did you like in the game tonight? Who really impressed you? Well, I think Demko really impressed me. I think Höglander impressed me. Loved his work ethic. What he did against Wood there was impressive. I would say I still was impressed with Chytil. I loved EP25's work tonight. There was a lot to like about this evening. I like Hronek's game tonight as well. He looked good. Garland was kind of quiet. And he missed some shifts too. I'm not going to lie. The team looks better without Miller. Well, of course, you always say that, right? Let's be honest about it. Maybe they're happier. Maybe, and that's the key. That's why they moved him, right? So if that's what happens, is peace happens and there's stability in the locker room and all that kind of stuff, then it's a win, right? But the team has only looked better with one game, in my opinion. But there's no denying that JT Miller is not he's a super athlete. Okay. He's an elite player. He's not in the top 10, but he's probably maybe in the top 20, top 25 best players in the entire league, everyone. So what he produces. So maybe the Canucks are better without him. We're going to find out. But I can't say that in good conscience after 2 games. Give him time. We've given him time, a year. I want to judge him after another playoff performance. You know what? That's fair. This is actually a really fair comment, this one right here. But listen, if we make the playoffs, bro, that's the thing. We might not make the playoffs this year. So then what? Now is another year we wasted of Hughes and Pettersson not making the playoffs? Like, we have to make the playoffs this year. But with this team, I'm not sure we're going to do it. I don't know. Didn't McKinnon play really bad in some of his early seasons and underperform before exploding? I don't know about really bad, but I mean, he was young. But I mean, by 26, he was killing it, you know? Yeah, I saw smiles, was refreshing. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I do think a lot of the players are happier because the drama and stress is gone. It looks like they're more relaxed. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. True on that personalized. Hopefully, Canucks can find that Miller-like guy who is less toxic, though. Canucks trash. They haven't been a great team this season, although neither of the Habs having lost 5 straight, but close to snapping that streak on a 4-3 on the Sharks and late. I know that was really discouraging for them. Yeah, I like Miller because he's a playoff player. Good to be back, Kemp. Go Canucks, go. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here. Absolutely. Yeah, speaking of O'Connor's empty net goal, Ovi scores with .01. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They still look better without Miller. Not real fans there? I don't know. What, in Montreal? They hit the outside of the post. Wasn't close. I thought it was pretty close. 17 goals away for Ovi. Yeah, that's amazing. The power play was bad because Hughes is out. I know, he's so good too, right? So we missed him a lot. Remember, a so-called generational talent like McDavid was a no-show for 2 playoffs until last season. So give PD a chance. I think it's a bad comparison. You don't want to compare Pettersson and McDavid. It's like night and day difference in talent. It just is. So like people want to make these comparisons. It's like Pettersson is not in the top 5 players in this league, and he's getting paid top 5 money. So it's frustrating, and I understand why people are upset. I get it. And I feel like it's like, give Pettersson a chance. Like, how long do you want? How long of a chance do you want? Do you want to wait 5 years and realize he's not that good? Or is it like, he'll bounce back next season? Well, why don't you just bounce back now? Why don't you just, there's no excuses. You got better line mates. The quote unquote big meanie is gone in JT Miller. Okay. You have no excuses at this stage. I just think, just go out there and play. Do it. Absolutely, Dell. But here's the thing. Will you honor your side of the bet if you lose? That's the bigger question. Do you think Miller watched the Canucks game? I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. I mean, it was a late night. It's like he's 3 hours ahead, so probably not. Makar who? Give Quinn the Norris and the Hart. Makar couldn't even score on a hueless Canucks. That's a great point, Ryan. I think it's clear who the most important is to their team. Yeah, very, very interesting, entertaining game. Entertaining for sure. Some fire, and the Canucks DP is firing it up. Kenton, good to see you. Look at Jules' points, his plus minus, and you say you like him. Oh, no. Kenton, I have a great argument for this. Okay. And it's not just an argument. Okay. This is what I don't get. Okay. I should do a video on this, but people just cannot stand Juleson. But let me tell you why. You guys have weird expectations when it comes to Juleson. He's literally a 6th or 7th defenseman on this team. Probably should be a 7th, but because of injuries. Last year, because of injuries, he played 54 games. The idea, the expectation that you think that Noah Juleson should be a guy who's producing tons of points is just factually incorrect. Okay? Factually incorrect. What I expect Juleson to do, and I'm saying this with a straight face to make sure that you hear this very clearly. Noah Juleson is a great penalty killer, and I love his physicality. That's what he brings to the table. He's not Quinn Hughes. He's not Erik Karlsson. He's not, you know what I mean? Like, there's other guys on our team who have better offensive upside than Noah Juleson. But he's literally the number 7 defenseman coming in, playing on the cheapest contract on the Canucks roster, not the Abbotsford, but the Canucks roster. Okay, $775,000, and you guys are expecting him to have like 15 points by now. I don't expect him to have 15 points. So I'm going to go on this little rant because I'm tired of people coming in and saying Noah Juleson sucks. Well, the expectation is he's a guy who comes in as the 6th defenseman on the 3rd pairing. He's the right-handed shot defenseman who plays physical, and he is the penalty killer that we need. That's what we need in him, and he does that well. And he's had a couple hits that cost us some goals, it cost us some games, and everyone says that that's what he always does. No, he doesn't. He's done that like twice in like 100 games for Vancouver. And so the negative narrative is just untrue. And all these people who are against Juleson, I just don't get it. Like, what do you expect him to do? Yeah, I'll tell you this. I went on Twitter with a good friend of mine, and we had this exact conversation. Let me just read it to you, okay? It literally happened tonight. So I said, what's the Canucks fans' expectations for tonight's game versus the Avs? Need a win or expecting a loss? This team can't be happy with moral wins, I meant to put, with no points. And then my friend Anthony said, if Juleson is in the lineup, it's not going to help our chances. And I said, the hate on Juleson has gone too far. Who would you rather be playing on our third pairing right-handed shot defenseman? He goes, well, I don't hate him, he said, but I'd definitely be trying everything else at this point. Guys, we had Desharnais. He was so bad we traded him. That was the other guy. With him in the lineup, we have 12 wins, 14 losses, and 9 overtime losses. Without him in the lineup, we're 11-4-2. Now, I said, this is my rebuttal to that, okay? But he plays the least amount of minutes on the D-core. How in the world could it be his fault to have a 12, 14, and 9 record? This team as a whole has underproduced, and it can't be Juleson's fault for all those losses. That's a legitimate counter argument, guys. That's a legitimate rebuttal. This is what I mean. The Juleson criticism has gone way too far. Then he says, definitely not trending in the right direction. Is this an indicative of the player, the pairing, and ice time someone else or wants something else, right? And he posts that Juleson in 35 games has 0 goals, 0 assists, and 0 points, and minus 12. And that's when I said this, okay? I love this rant, by the way. You are looking at the wrong stats. That's what I said to my friend Anthony. I'm not expecting Juleson to be a great point producer. And anyone that is, guys, come on, let's be honest. Anyone that is, you have the wrong expectations. He is an incredible penalty kill guy, and his physicality is great. Again, third pairing right-handed shot defenseman. Juleson, this is the part where Juleson has 101 hits and 60 blocks. Let me compare that to Soucy, who only has 76 hits and 80, but he has 83 blocks. Tyler Myers, okay? Both of these guys, by the way, make $3 million or more, okay? Has 57 hits and 90 blocks. So why aren't we all over Soucy and Myers? But no, they want to hate Juleson. He's the last pairing guy. He's supposed to be in the press box, and he's playing for us. I think we should be grateful for this guy. He says, maybe. What do you mean, maybe, Anthony? What do you mean, maybe? But not fully convinced. I guess we'll have to see if he retains the coach's confidence. Well, at the end of the day, he didn't play tonight. I was going to make a full video on that. I just wrecked it. Devoris is here. No kidding. Demko had a monster performance tonight. We all wanted to get him to get the shutout this season. Yep, absolutely. I hope Calgary Flames lose and the Canucks win on Thursday. Then the wild card spot is ours. Okay, get over it. Some people don't like the Glider EP40, and some people do. It's the internet. That's true. Yeah, my coworker is a Flames fan. Change your job again, or he will change it for you. Yeah, he said if I was an Oilers fan, he would fire me because that's the real rivalry for them. For a 20-year-old, PD has been. Yeah, Bruce, you're right. He's been great. What do you think PD needs to get back offensively? I think he needs to shoot the puck more. I really do. I think he needs to shoot the puck more. He needs to look for a shot. And just like those one-timers, he needs that. I think he's playing fine defensively. I think he's a fine passer. I think he passes the puck too much, but he's an elite passer. He's one of the best defensive forwards in the league. but he doesn't shoot the puck enough. I think he needs to shoot. That's my personal opinion. And I hope he does. Okay. What do I think is going to happen in the next few games? Carol, I have no idea. Honestly, this team is the only thing that this team is consistently doing is being inconsistent. So, yeah, needs to be back offensively, move his feet, skate with purpose, have some heart. Yeah, that's probably a better answer than I had. So, Philip Chytil on the broadcast sounds like Filipino. Hey, that's true. That's true. Marcus thinks that EP40 has to go. He's like playing as a pylon out there. DPD is Edler 2.0. Yeah, someone else mentioned that today. I nicknamed DPD Deep PD? Deep as in deep? I don't know. All right, everyone. Carl, good to see you. Good to see you. Demko looked like he is back tonight for sure. Kevin says Demko in the second was great to see. He looked like the great Thatcher again. DPD looked legit as well. I know he's 20 years old, everyone. Del, I'm with you. I just hope Chytil doesn't get concussed. He's one hit away from retirement, everyone says. Dreamer says, good to see that now we now have goals from new players, even if empty netter. That's true. Yeah, it felt like the old one for sure. Russell, good to see you. 97 percentile on offense means his team is more likely to score when he is on the ice, meaning that he's in the top 3% for likelihood to score rather than be scored on. So when he's playing with Crosby Malkin, let's see what his numbers look like. Thank you, by the way, for clarifying. But let's see. Mike is who posted this. Then I think it was Mike. Let's see what his numbers are when he's with Vancouver. I don't know. It's just okay. Good game tonight. Absolutely, Lyndon. Absolutely. Swervin. Irvin. Yeah, but when your plus minus has a big old dash in front of it, it looks super bad. So it works both ways. Again, yeah, I guess so. Exactly, Trev. And watch EP40 will probably score next game because it's San Jose. Yeah. I watched him play San Jose and he scored 2 goals. He looked amazing. He's got to step up against the real good teams. That's what I think. Okay. So there are so many comments. Big Hog is here now. Good to see you. I didn't see McKinnon or McCarr tonight. I saw McKinnon. He was very noticeable. Actually, by the way, Big Hog, this is one thing I wanted to mention. When I was watching McKinnon tonight, I'm like, that's the kind of player I think should make 11, 12, $13 million. McKinnon. That guy is noticeably good. He's elite. He is amazing. Shocking that he didn't score any points tonight. Because in my opinion, other than Demko, McKinnon was the next best player on the ice tonight. And it wasn't close. He is phenomenal. So when people are looking and saying, "Oh, Pettersson," they're not in the same conversation. Everyone, that's just my opinion out there. When I'm watching him, I love Nate McKinnon. He's great. Ricky is good. Rick is here. The new good for PD. The news good for PD is not being totally invisible. Yeah. PD was great tonight. Yeah. EP25. EP40 was not great tonight. Just insert. No, he wasn't great tonight. He wasn't. You're right. The 5th highest player in the NHL has less than 35 points this year in 50 plus games. Do I need to repeat that? I know. Miller gets paid money dips team. Okay, well I think he looks good on the Rangers. Yeah, leaves team looks good. I know. That's what everyone was worried. Don't trade EP40 because he's going to go to another team and have a Hall of Fame career. I'm like, he's going to be the next Cam Neely. Come on. And even if he does, he's not doing it here. So get what you can. But anyways. DeBrusque has 31 points at 5.5 million, and PD has 33 points at 11.6. Slump? Really? Yeah, it's not a slump. He's sucking. Okay. Yeah, he fell off the planet. There should be expectations, right, guys? PD and Hendrick, PD a Hendrick when we need him to be a Daniel. We won a game that we should have lost. We lost a game we should have won against Detroit. Yeah, that's a good point. I am very happy they won tonight. Darren, do you think the Canucks will get better by next season? I hope so. I think they will. They'll make some changes. PD is 118th in scoring. It's more than a slump. This franchise is in serious jeopardy. Dell, you're not wrong, but I am hoping he can turn it around. Two things can exist. I'm glad when they win. I think Pettersson has more to give. I agree. Team looks sick. Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks okay. Tonight they look great. Congrats on Besser passing Bure tonight. Maybe it'll help him give some value or make him sign back. Yeah. Okay. So I'm so sorry, everyone. I've got to go because it's been an hour and 12 minutes. I don't like doing these long of streams. I really appreciate all you being here. But Han says, just notice LA Kings are only 60 points, or only 1 point away from wild card 1, but only 2 points from a proper playoff position. That is neat. That is neat. Carl says, Miller who? Why even talk about him? He's gone. Already got rid of his jersey. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. Congratulations, bud. So you got rid of his jersey. He gets traded. You got rid of his jersey. I'm so thankful you were able to pull that off at the Canucks store. But I bought his jersey because you and I were at the game together, Carl, and saw the magic of JT Miller. That is going to be a night I will never forget. And I'm really glad I saw that with you. See, pink sunglasses. People get mad at me because I criticize Pettersson. But you can walk in and say, yeah, I hate JT Miller. It's like, what? Okay, and that's okay for you to say that? But, I mean, and he is not a crybaby. That is just fake news. But if the team is happier, then it couldn't be just Pettersson being immature or soft. It's going to be an overall being an overbearing Miller attitude that even his teammates did not respect. Okay. We'll see, guys. We'll see. Yeah, I'm thinking the Canucks need about 95%. All right. I got to run. And I missed probably 60 comments. Okay. And David W's fading. He's 3 hours ahead. Thanks for being here, everyone. All right. I got to run. No matter what you think about Pettersson, Miller, at the end of the day, we just beat the Colorado Avalanche 3-0. Demko looks back, baby. DPD looks fantastic. DeBrusque had a good game. Brock Besser finally scored. And I feel like I'm missing somebody. Someone else who played really well tonight. It was a great night. And I'll be back on Thursday to do the other game Thursday night after the live stream. Join me. Thanks so much for being here. And let's cheer this team on. Good, bad, the ugly. Go Canucks, go.